Hey.
Shoot, there's two guys that signed with the Jags that aren't even on this undrafted list.
Mm-hmm. Hey, 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 hey.
Yeah. You know it? Freebirds! Yeah. Going all the way, all the way. Watch how these pieces get moving like Hasbro. You know ain't no con in these rats, so I'm trying to be calm when it comes to the cash flow. You know talking till I die from the city we ride, no matter the outcome. You know when you out watch your mouth in the jungle, a lot of them never escape from. Agent J when I bait some, 28 in my bag like I'm Freddie T. Agent K when I'm holding the city down, blocking all of the haters like Tony B. It's our year every year, if you quoting me, we gon' see on the field. They know the county, I scream it wherever I go. When I bleed, I just see black and teal. Feel like Brunel when the place is in action. Every line that I flow always solid, that mean I ain't worried about pockets collapsing. He may go all the way, running the X's and O's, gotta love how it happens. You ain't part of the gang, I ain't gotta explain why we ain't got no room on the wagon. MIT is the Army, the Navy, the greatest is Jimmy and Keenan, the ultimate package. Ooh, never can care how you feel. You are now in the mix with the men and teal. Nothing but facts inside these conversations. Keep it 100, the law of the nation. With all the smoke, we can meet at the bait. You know the location. Executing the play when the ball cross the plane, that's the game. Hit my little celebration. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah. All I can hear is them saying, ooh. You know it? Yeah. Freebirds.
Welcome to the Minute Teal Podcast. I am your host, the cannabis analyst, Agent J. And as always, rocking with my main man, J to the I to the M-B-O.
And
you are now in the mix with the men and teal.
Yo.
That was loud enough.
You are now in the mix with the men and teal.
Oh, let's go.
Yes. It's good to be a Jags fan.
Bro.
It is great to be a Jags fan, and it's great to be here.
Jags fan.
Yes, it's so great to be here. Thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody in the chat, man. Duval, I see you, Josh. Till Taliban, what it do? Hey, listen, man, you already know. Coming in here, we go keep it real. We go keep it teal, man. That's what we do. Jay, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great.
You went on a trip.
Bruh. I checked out, bruh. Nigga.
Bruh.
One of the best concerts. Bro, what's Atlanta, bro? One of the best.
Wait. Hold on. Before you get into the story. So
to Atlanta, I went there. I checked balance. Okay, huh?
So you mean to tell me that you got to get Travis Hunter and they go straight on vacation?
Straight on vacation.
Whoo! All right. So you went to Atlanta. What'd you go to Atlanta for?
I had to go check out the Mercedes-Benz arena, bro.
Okay.
It was fire, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, there was a reason there to go there, but yeah, bro. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, bro. Shout out to SZA, bro.
Okay.
Bro. Hey, they tore that bitch down. When I tell you they tore that bitch down, they tore that bitch down, bro.
Okay.
Crazy, bro. Those new $1 billion stadiums.
Yeah,
I can't wait for ours. I can't wait for ours.
Yeah. Get shows like that here.
I can't wait for ours, bro, because nigga, that shit. When I tell you that shit was rocking.
Yeah.
That shit was rocking.
Yeah.
It was fucking rocking. One of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life. Like, I like how they did it because instead of just having either him or her just do a whole set and then the other one come on after,
right?
They intertwined the entire show. They switched back the entire show. So like 4 songs here, maybe 5 songs and 4 songs, and then back and forth like that. Yeah. So like it gave you time to like I don't know every song in SZA's, like, you know what I'm saying, her set list. So it gave me time to go get drinks and shit and come back but fire. I suggest anybody, if that GNX tour is going near y'all need to hit that motherfucker because boy, it was a time. The white girls love SZA. Just little white girls running everywhere. They was, oh my God, SZA! They were going crazy over SZA. Yeah. And if you listen to her latest album, it just sounds like it sounds like an Avril Lavigne album
Right.
Like it's just like emo pop, like some soul. Like yeah, it's her album is fire, but yeah, fire. But yeah, nigga just got back today. I got back this morning like 9:00 in the morning.
Okay.
I hit the road early. I'm trying to get back.
Hey man, I'm glad you got back safe. I'm glad you had a fun time.
Appreciate
You feel me? Yes, sir. But dog, speaking of music, bro, this Jaguars front office and organization right now, they have made some music, bro.
Boy, motherfucking symphony, bro.
Dog, and they've done it in a way of
in that motherfucker.
yes, bro. Yes. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know that 5 golden ring. You know that like that's how they doing it. They got 20 undrafted free agents, 9 draft picks, and Emmanuel Agba signed as a third edge.
I was gonna say, and a two-way player, Travis Hunter.
No, because he gets his own thing. But bruh, they first of all, the draft was a hit. The draft was a hit, bro. We'll touch on that. But then go into it. Then you do exactly what you said you was gonna do. They went and got 20 undrafted free agents.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, hey, we told you, we wasn't gonna let like a vet stand in the way, right? We go do our draft process and then we'll circle back, bro. Emmanuel Agba. Yeah.
Sounds like a great right now. It's a really good sign.
That's a great signing. That is an awesome signing. That's a guy. Okay, remember the conversation we had where I was like, look, when Trayvon Walker or Joshua Hines Allen is off the field, like I don't want to be like, man, fuck, why is such and such in there? I said, bro, I'll pay for a name, and that's what they went and did. I think it was like a 1 year, like $14 million deal. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool. I'm cool with that because this is somebody who gives you consistent production. And you feel me? Like this dude is like really a starter. He's really a starter, bro. They didn't address defensive tackle in the draft, right? But we kind of said it on the show that we kind of felt like, they might be okay with the depth that they already have at defensive tackle. Because they got five people. Right? It's 5, right? You got Eric Armstead, you got Devon Hamilton, Mason Smith, Jordan Jefferson, and Tyler Lacey. They got 5 DTs right now.
Yeah, well, we talked about them.
Yeah,
this team was built up kind of the right way, bro. Like,
more people popping in the chat.
What's going on, y'all? Devin's in the building. Michael's in the building.
Yes, man. That's right. Lighting the city on fire. What up, Devin? Teal Taliban. Only thing we did get was a true nose tackle. That's it. That's it. But they addressed it in undrafted free agency. And they brought in a veteran pass rusher. They got some other pass rushers in free agency too. Well, in the undrafted free agency, but my point is that every piece that they got made sense. Now, honestly, the last draft, the Brenton Strange draft was one of the first drafts that I said, like, I understood every move that they made. Like, it made sense. But in that draft, they were doing position over best player available, right?
Yeah.
They got Brenton Strange because, at that time, we didn't know what was going on with Evan Ingram. We didn't know if Evan was really going to be with the team, if he was going to sign a deal. So you get Brent. So you get Brent Strange just in case. You know, I want to say Parker Washington was in that.
Mm-hmm.
Was in that draft. They get Ventrell. Was that the one they got Ventrell
in? This would be last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the Brent Strange draft. They got Tank in that draft. Antonio Johnson, I think, was in that draft. Like they did a lot of things. That was the very first draft for me. That like every pick made sense. You know, like, okay, Trevor Lawrence draft. Trevor made sense because we were the number 1 pick. You feel me? But like there was other picks in there that we was kind of like, you know, like what are you doing? You feel me? And like those dudes ain't even on the team. You know what I'm saying? Like those dudes ain't even on the team anymore.
Most of those dudes aren't on any teams.
Yeah, I don't think they are. But my point being is that draft and then the following draft, with the Anton Harris. Anton Harrison was in that Brent Strange draft too. He was a first round pick. So the Anton in the first round and BTJ in the first round draft, both of those drafts made sense to me. And those were Trent Baalke's drafts, right? Yeah. So that was saying something because those were Trent. But bro, James Gladstone, his shit was intentional. The only pick that I questioned at first, and then they like cleared that up real quick, was the Caleb Ransall.
Yeah.
Because he played primary nickel. And I was like, damn, man, what the fuck? But as soon as they said, no, he will be playing safety. Okay. All right. That makes a lot more sense. Let him use his ball hawk skills. You know, it really took me to the Jalen Ramsey conversation that you had, which, look, I'm still down for that shit. I don't think the team will do it, but I'm still down for that. See if you can get Jalen to come home and play safety for you.
Yep.
Like I thought you killed it. I thought you killed it when you brought up that scenario. But yeah, when they cleared it up and said, but that's what I thought. I was like, okay, they're gonna let him use his intuition and his ball hawking. You know. Now look, it's not like Buddy had like a gang interceptions. You know what I'm saying? But obviously they're highlights, so it's gonna show like everything he did, but it just showed that he knew how to play his position inside and out, right? And so I thought that made sense. I thought that made sense that to grab him if you're going to use him in that capacity. But really, that was the only pick I questioned throughout the whole draft. You know, your boy Wyatt. Yes, Milam is how you say his last name. Yeah, bro had me swooning.
I watched his highlights. I just getting up to that next level.
No, did you hear his like introductory, like to meet the player? At like the interview they did right after he got drafted.
Yeah. So
they asked him. They said, you know, what can the fans like expect from you? And he says, you know, that basically like I'm gonna come to work every day and I ain't gonna let nobody touch Trevor. I promise you that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let, bro. When he said that, bro, and like said it and like meant it. Now, hey, listen, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god! I almost took my ring off, bro. You feel me? Like, yeah, when he said that, like, I ain't gonna let nobody touch Trevor. Oh, okay, you would. And they were like, well, you play tackle, but they're talking about moving you in the guard. He's like, listen, I don't care where I'm at. You ain't touching Trevor. It don't matter. It don't matter.
It don't, bro.
Yes, bro. Listen, they brought dudes in with And it's
attitude, bro.
With attitude, but like there's like this sense of seriousness, and then there's that sense of like dog.
Yeah.
And every last person they brought in, and it started from the top with Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter,
who ain't even, bro. He's still wearing his draft hat, bro.
Yeah.
He walking around the city just in the draft hat. Did you see the Shiloh, like the behind the scenes, and when he got when Travis Hunter got called to Jacksonville?
Oh yeah,
he paused it.
He was streaming.
Yeah, he was streaming. Yeah, but I think it was after the fact because I wasn't Shiloh with Shador and Dion.
Yeah.
So that's why I felt like it was after, like,
he was just streaming, so he probably was just going through stuff that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going through the day.
Yeah, because he paused it too. But anyway, my point is like he was like, bro, I was super happy for bro because like secretly he wanted to go there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, bro, Travis want to be here too. That makes it even more beautiful. You know, and it just, bro, he just from that pick on down, like I said, I had a slight problem with Ransall, but they solved that quick for me.
Mm-hmm.
But from that down, it was just like dog. You feel me? Shit that looking at Devin Lloyd, and we'll talk about him in a second, bruh. I was just
Zach Kaiser, yep.
I was just about to bring him up. That's what I'm talking about, Devin Lloyd. Like, look, now he might, you know, obviously he's still got to play, right? I'm thinking that the plan was, we all knew that the plan was Devin Lloyd to take over for Foye, and then maybe had Chad Muma for a backup. And then I think they feel like, because I feel like that hasn't worked out, Ventura Miller has kind of stepped up. And I think if you had to choose one, you would put Ventrell.
Yep.
Right? Because he's
showing that he's a better.
He makes better quick decisions.
He showed that he's a better linebacker.
Yes.
With 1 year of playing experience, going in to actually this last year being his first real year of fully playing, he looked like a better linebacker than Devin Lloyd had in 4 years or 3 years.
Yes. And then with our now obviously we're going to throw in some conspiracy theory, right? But
yeah, because I think
Lloyd's bigger.
He's moving the edge.
So he might be moving the edge, right? Boom, you draft this guy, Jack Kaiser. And he's older. He's like the oldest out of the bunch. He's like 24, 25 years old. You feel me? 6 years at Notre Dame. Like, and the dude was making plays. So it's like you kind of get you like already leader.
You get a veteran. You get a rookie, a veteran rookie.
A veteran rookie, yes, bro. Yes.
A veteran rookie. You get a veteran rookie, man. Because at the end of the day, like you say, bro, remember, bro, he's talking about 6 years, which means he went through COVID.
Yeah.
Like he was there, like, you know what I'm saying? He's been
through some shit.
He's been through some shit. NIL, did all this stuff. Like, so you're getting a veteran. Definitely getting a veteran in that rookie.
Yeah. So I liked the Jack Kaiser.
Oh man, is this a Tits fan?
I told you that's who that was before.
Who? I don't know who Lewis.
Yeah, that's the one that's always telling you to put out your cigarettes. He said, put out them cigarettes. See, look.
I was just going to ask you. I was like, damn, bro, nobody told me to put the cigarette out yet.
I'm telling you, that's who old Lewis is. He's a secret Jaguar fan, bro. Huh? Definitely a secret Jaguar fan. Yeah. I appreciate you tuning in. Shout out.
Man. The cigarette's never going out, brother.
Tootin, Virginia Tech running back.
Tootin.
Yes, Tootin be totin'.
Tootin be totin'.
Now he does.
He's a fumble guy.
Yeah, he's put the ground, but he hasn't. But that's over a 3-year span, so it's like, what he's got 9. He's got 9 fumbles on the ground.
He's like 8 or 9. Something.
Yeah, like but it's over a 3-year span, so like average of 3 fumbles a year. But he's super fast.
Yeah. Good contact balance.
Yeah, good contact balance, bro. You know, one thing about fumbling, bro, you can fix that. You can fix that. Travis Etienne had like 8 fumbles his first healthy year.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back and he didn't fumble once the next year.
Yep. and then yeah, bro. And then then he fumbled in week 1 this year. And
then he fumbled.
Oh, Cat, this is like it's a Flatbush cigarette. Yeah.
I quit my job, I can't afford it.
Well,
hey, what if that's K? I know it's not, because he never put Cat in his name.
No.
He wouldn't do it.
What you think, I'm pussy?
Which is crazy. No, which is crazy when like we call ourselves the Big Cats, the Jaguars. That's nuts, man. But yes, bro, they have been making music. The shit has been beautiful. Everything they're doing is intentional. It makes sense. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not quitting those. That's right, dog. It's medicinal. So with that said, bro, just the draft, right? We'll go into the undrafted guys here in a second, but just the draft. Give me a way too early draft grade.
Hey, just like from where I left, bro, I give us an A. Honestly, everything, the Travis Hunter move, it was just an A plus, and whatever else fell after that, bro, to me, couldn't even take it down, bro. Like, it set the tone.
Yes.
The GM said, like, we talked about it every show, every off-air conversation that we essentially said, we're going to figure out what intangibly rich means.
Right.
We're going to start, whoever that first pick is going to set the tone.
Mm-hmm.
And this is exactly what happened. And now you're going to go get guys. Now they went and drafted guys, at least a few that should be starters, and a lot of people that should be complementary to the team to help us start to win. Like, I'm not tripping at all, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Luis gives us a B plus.
Okay.
Appreciate that. I would never be that nice to your team, but I appreciate that though, bro. Yeah. So I feel 2 grades. I feel like how you feel, that it's an A, right? I feel like it's an A just because, look, they did everything they said they would. You know what I'm saying? And they did it with such bravado. Like literally, and it's crazy that we got a Tennessee Titan fan in here because I don't remember who posted it, so I'm sorry I can't shout you out, but it's on X. Dude posted, hey, what's not being talked about is that it took all of the thunder away from the Cam Ward pick.
Yeah.
And number 1, like they started covering, like he's still walking out and they're interrupting his walkout to talk about the Jaguars trading up to number 2.
Now, the bad thing is our Thunder, the Travis Hunter thunder kind of got stolen for the whole weekend.
Shador. Yeah,
because of the fucking Shador shit.
Right.
Like, so, but I also like that too, because it just plays perfectly into our hand that I always like to have is never too much shine early on us.
Right.
Don't pay attention to us. We made a splash, and then we made a splash and got out of there. Like that, the football people are talking about it, but but like, I mean, when I say just, but we talk like the overall arcing theme, Shador.
Right.
So keep us under.
That's going to be
that little nook nestled in the Northeast Florida, bro. We don't got to be nowhere, bro.
Well, it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. And real quick, my other grade though is bare minimum. No matter what happens in this draft, like no matter what happens with this draft class, good or bad, bare minimum, it's a C.
Yeah.
Just because, look, they came out swinging, and they basically put the league on notice saying, look, we're not here to fuck around. We here, like, we really in here. And we go do shit the way like we want. Like, bro, how many, like, for real, y'all tuning in, how many of y'all would like, man, if I was the GM, or if I was big, I would have traded up and got, why didn't you, we could have used a player like that. Like, listen, if you watch the draft and you're like super into the draft like we are, bro, everybody done did that shit a time or two if you like that, bro. Right, and they did what the fan would do. I think that's the other thing that's like got people excited about them, is because whether you realize it or not, like they're really plugged in. They have their finger on the pulse of not only the team but the city of the fans, you know. And I think that's largely thanks to Tony Baselli. Like, that's why you bring Tony Baselli in the building, bro. He's connected. He wants what the fans want. Yes, we all want to win, but there's just certain things and moves that like we want to see the team do. And when was the last time, other than having the number 1 overall pick, and one of those half the fan base can't even agree on, the Trayvon Walker, because we didn't go get Aiden. But besides the Trevor Lawrence, how many times have we went and just got the guy that look, this is the best motherfucker. Let's go get him. What's Miguel saying? When was the last time we moved up to get to our guy? I was shocked. T-Law was a given. We were blessed. We didn't have to make trades move to get him. The biggest name in the draft, in that draft class. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I can never tell you the last time we made a move like that.
Well, I can tell you we've only moved up in the draft. We've only moved up like in the first round one other time before that.
The Blaine Gabbert?
No,
because we moved up for Blaine.
We didn't have to move up for Blaine, I don't think.
Yeah, we did.
But we did. We were middle of the pack, if I'm not mistaken. Well,
I think we were like 13 and we moved up to 11 to get him.
The only other notable instance where we drafted when we moved up outside of this year was when the year 95. After when we drafted Baselli, we had the 31st pick in the first round. Also, we moved up to 19 to take James Stewart. But this is just AI. I'm not the end all be all.
Yes, the Jacksonville Jaguars traded up in the 2011 NFL draft to acquire Blaine Gabbert, moving from the 16th pick to the 10th overall pick to select him. We moved up for Blaine, bro.
I'm sure I typed in how many times have the Jaguars moved up in a draft.
I'm saying this is on Jaguars.com. The Jaguars traded up with the Redskins to select Missouri QB Blaine Gabbert in the 2011 NFL draft. This is on Jaguars.com.
Oh no, I believe it. I was just saying. I was just looking. I just typed in.
That's why you can't. That's why you can't believe everything AI tells you.
AI failed me, bro. That's how this movie, bro. Have you watched on HBO Max?
Thank you, Josh.
Have y'all watched on HBO Max? Have y'all watched Y2K?
No.
Bro, it's really funny. It's really funny, like scary. It's not a scary movie. It takes one of those A24 movies. Fire. We just talking about AI failed us. It was all the fears of Y2K, the computers taking over and da 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 da. Hilarious movie.
Cedric says, "Yep, best fucking decision ever to bringing in Tony in the building. Better believe it, dog." He also says Gladstone is no fucking joke. His attitude is win at all costs. That's how the Rams operate. Yes, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like no matter what happens, like if you're a Jags fan, and let's just say this draft class, God forbid, is a bust, right? Yeah. If you're a Jags fan and you're mad at them for that shit, you're dead ass wrong. I'm just telling you, you're dead ass wrong. You know, I said it on the last pod when we drafted Travis Hunter. If he was Jamarcus Russell, I would not be mad at James Gladstone.
Because you got to swing.
Yeah. You took the best play, the consensus best player
in the country.
You went up there and got him. You didn't even play with it. Bro. I don't even need to hear anything. As a matter of fact, hey, I'm on the phone 2 weeks early. I'm on the phone 2 weeks early. Like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, can I go over some scenarios with you? Mm-hmm. That's Jimmy, the real Jimmy G. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he on the phones with the Browns, who then I find out before James Gladstone, he was the youngest GM in the league.
Oh yeah, for the Browns.
Yeah. And he was younger than James Gladstone. James Gladstone is the second. He's the youngest right now, but he's the second youngest ever. So look, youth movement is real, y'all. Like this shit is real. Mm-hmm. Like the youngins are calling it like, bro, I'm not trying to negotiate with these old fucks, man. Yeah. They don't see the bigger picture. What's up?
Like, hey, we both are gonna get what we want out of it. Yes, the Browns are gonna come out potentially. If you're just looking at picks and you're looking at whatever, the Browns potentially are supposed to come out on top, like over time. But if we come out on top right away, we don't lose anything. We don't lose anything long term if we come out on top right away.
That first round pick is TBD. Like the only value it has right now is that it's in the first round.
Yeah, and honestly,
that's the only value it has.
That's the only value it has because either we suck and it's really good, or we're good and they just still have another second round. They have another first round pick. They have another round pick, like first round pick. Like it's not like so. If let's say if we're both bad, that's the only way they really come out on top is if we're both bad.
Yeah.
And they're fucking around and picking like number 1 and number 2. Like,
no, that's
the worst.
The jam. That's the worst case for us.
Yes,
but that's the jam for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, listen, and Josh, I feel you. There are going to be people, but they're dumb. I'm just saying, like you'd be like, that is crazy for hating a person because they got the guy that you wanted to get at the time. Like, listen, if the choices were presented, we never seen these guys play it down in the NFL. If the choices is given to you right now, do you want Asher Genty or do you want Travis Hunter? Hey, you get to pick.
Yeah.
You're picking Travis Hunter.
And I think, and if we would have stayed at 5, we would have took. I think we would have took Genty.
We probably would have took Genty. I think there was still a good chance we might have took Mason. Mason Graham.
Or you can't put too much sauce on Mason. It's Mason. He's not Mason. We gotta that double A.
I corrected myself.
Mason double A, African American.
I know, bro. I corrected myself. Okay. I corrected him, but now I don't have to worry about it because we still only got one Mason on the team.
Only one stone master. That's crazy. People's names are fucking occupations.
All right, so check this out. So with all that said, right, because I'm trying to get back on task here. With all that said, now at first when I posed this question, I said 96. I was talking to Agent K, and he made a good point about something. So I'm actually going to combine the two. Do you think that this is what 95/96 felt like? 95 being the city got a football team, right? The city became a part of the NFL. 96 being that we only won 4 games in 95, and we picked second in that draft, and we had 10 draft picks in that draft. Now, in that 96 season, we would go on to be to go to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, but like I said, there's a lot of similarities now, but there is a lot of differences.
Right.
But I mean, the biggest one, I don't know about the feelings. I mean, I guess we didn't know Tom Coughlin was the architect at the time.
Right. No, we didn't. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
because I was a kid, so I didn't know. But the people who are around the town who follow the team, then it could be similar feeling, but maybe just as because they, like I said, they saw Tom here in '94. Building.
I'm gonna say 55 and older. If you're a fan and you're 55 and older,
yeah.
Like now listen, Ken was throwing all these other things in there, like how much expanded, obviously the fan base is even bigger now, right? Because you can be in Venezuela and be a Jaguar fan and watch Jaguar games. You can be in Paris and be a Jaguar fan and watch Jaguar games. But just sheer excitement and buzz, do you think that the feeling now is similar to then?
It might be. It could
be greater.
It might be greater. I ain't gonna lie, it might be greater because, bro, we've been talking about Travis Hunter, the football player. We ain't even talked about Travis Hunter, the influencer, Travis Hunter, the social media superstar, Travis Hunter, the moneymaker. Bro, the vlog, his shit was at 1 million views. His vlog for coming to getting off the plane, coming to the stadium for the first time. Within a few hours, it was at 1 million views.
Yeah.
Bro, we just absorbed an entire fan base. We absorbed an entire fan base. That's how big Travis Hunter is, bro. Yeah, Travis Hunter, the fisherman. Bro, bro.
There's people that didn't even know who Travis Hunter was, and they said, "Oh, we like to fish."
Yes,
I like this guy.
Yeah, playbooks, fish. Hold on, I got boats. Ship. No, don't even worry about it, man. Sell that boat. We gonna get you a new boat down here, a Florida boat.
Yes. With Cedric, hold on. Cedric says, if we stay at 5, Genty or T-Mac was the pick. They wasn't wasting a top 5 pick on a run stuffer like Mason. Now, give me a possibility at all pro back.
Or generational talent.
Or generational talent like Travis Hunter.
Yeah. That's how I feel. I think we already have. We said it on the show before. To me, I wouldn't have been mad at the pick, I just feel like it just would have been a redundant pick, and it wouldn't have been the intangibly rich things that they're talking about that James Gladstone was talking about. I don't think Mason's Graham was intangibly rich. I feel like we have people that are probably going to be better NFL players on our roster already.
Right.
Like I think Mason.
Well, we said that the room was crowded. We said that they, unbeknownst to us, as in the fans, we didn't know how they really felt about that. But there is a consensus that they needed to get better on the offensive line and on the defensive line.
Yeah, and
there was a consensus,
and they addressed
they addressed the offensive line in free agency, and they didn't do anything to the defensive line, right? And they answered when they asked why didn't you do anything on the D line? They were like, well, we didn't want to bring a veteran in the building that could stop us, that could be in the way, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Meaning, like, look, we're going to go through our draft process. We're going to go through our draft process, and we're going to see if we get somebody we like.
Yeah, and look, you saw throughout the draft what they do. They drafted D-line, they drafted D linemen, they drafted an O lineman, but then even with our undrafted free agents, bro, D-line, one offensive lineman signed in undrafted free agency. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6 added with undrafted. Like, receivers. They brought in a shit ton of receivers and tight ends.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think we only had like 55 total people on the roster.
Yeah.
So they just built it up. Like, they were building up the roster for real, right? You're bringing in depth. You're bringing in a lot of these guys are going to be special teams guys, or at least fighting for a spot to be a special teams guy, right? You practice squad, all that stuff.
Because what practice squad included is how many people?
Practice squad, I think, is 12. I think it's 12. Let me see. How many players can be on the practice squad? Oh, nope, it's 16.
Okay, so and what's the regular? I was saying, so add that up. So what's the total? Because you say we only have 55 players. We drafted 9 and added 20, and then we signed somebody, so 30.
Yeah, so if it was like
it was 85 players right now.
Well, they said they got it to 90. That's what they said.
That we what do you mean?
They said that James Gladstone says that they just signed. It's like yesterday he said that they just signed a guy.
Okay.
And it filled and it could be Agba, like that's who they could be talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean 20 and 55 is 75, 9 is 84.
That's it, and I said Agba and Agba. That's why I got the 85 that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so, I mean, there might be other people that I don't know about or I'm not considering.
Yeah.
Or maybe the 55 number is wrong. But I thought they said that they were in the 50s.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. Either way, I mean, I'm just saying, like, but doing some of your trimming now, I mean, because you don't want to have a whole bunch of motherfuckers anyway. But
right,
going into camp, I think we need to have. I don't know. I ain't tripping, bro. I'm not tripping. Like I said,
it's competition. It's depth. I mean, look, bro. Undrafted free agent can make the roster. A motherfucker get hurt. This John Copenhaver, a tight end. What if Johnny Munt's ass?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're like, damn, this Copenhaver guy's real better than that guy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? It breeds competition. So now, where's he at? So the only people I knew of Seth Hennigan because he was on the QB John Gruden, like QB school.
Yeah.
He was on that, so I knew him. BJ Green's from Colorado. Cameron Silman Craig is from Colorado.
Yeah.
And Jabbar Muhammad, I know him from Oregon. Like, really, I didn't know anybody else on this list. But I think the Jabbar Muhammad, you know, I think guys like Christian Braswell, DeAndre Prince, like he can push one of them. I think that's a good possibility. The wide receivers, I'm just gonna say, like, it just seems like you're just trying to figure out who's going to be the next Tim Jones. That's it. That's really it. Like, everybody else I think is there just so they can have training camps. To be honest with you, math changer in the building. What does that even mean?
I don't even want to know.
What does that even mean?
Stop asking. Don't ask. Do not ask. Why are you asking? I don't want any elaboration.
All right, Cedric. Listen, I'm gonna look that up. I hope you're not lying to me, because that would be kind of cool.
No, that is funny. It is his brother. Is
it?
Yeah.
So Trevor's like, yo, you see that playoff game? It's Trev going. He's like, hey, man, did you see? Welcome to the stadium. Does this place look familiar? Remember playoff game? Remember that? How's your brother? That's crazy. Yo, that's what's up. Okay. That'd be crazy if he was on the team. I'd be jugging him. I would, bro.
Yeah.
Tell him, hey, man, FaceTime your brother. Let me holler.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin.
Travis Hunter is a math changer. Okay.
What? That still doesn't make sense, bro. It doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense, bro.
So talking about these undrafted free agents, right? And talking about how some guys could be in trouble. I think we talked about it might have been off air. I don't think we talked about it on the pod, but you know, everybody was saying Travis Etienne, if we got Genty, Travis Etienne's out of here. And then last week we kind of made mention of, you know, Gabe Davis. Maybe Gabe Davis is going to become trade fodder. You know, motherfuckers go down on a team and they need a receiver. You know, Gabe may not be a big part of this offense. But then I got this thinking, well, look, what if they really want Travis Hunter on the field?
Yeah.
Right? And it seems to me like this regime really likes Jarian.
Yeah.
And Travis is like, Jarian's my guy. That's my homie. If you're looking at this DB room, yes, I think Tyson, when healthy, is a really, really good corner. The problem is that he's probably not going to be healthy. You're probably going to get a game and a half out of him. Then he's going to pull a hammy.
I mean, he was healthy last year. So
No, he wasn't.
It was Tyson?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
No, he did. He missed 4 games after in the Browns game. He came out in the Browns game, and then he ended up missing like 4 games. And then
but the Browns game was when?
It was like the second game of the season. It's after the Miami game.
I could have sworn he played more than that. I mean, I could have sworn I know shit. 4 games ain't bad, I guess, considering. But I feel you.
No, he keeps missing it. I mean, it's the same knock that we have on Christian. You're not giving us full seasons of production.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, why did you do that? Oh, here we go. Shoot, it says he only played. This can't be right.
He played 12 games.
Yeah, I was gonna say this can't be right.
Chad. But yeah, regardless. I mean, it could be.
So I mean, 12. That means you missed 6 games, bro. You missed 6 games, bro.
Or 5, but yeah.
Oh yeah, 17. I'm sorry, 18 weeks, 17 games. My bad. You missed 5 games, bro. That's almost a third of the season.
Which is an improvement from last year.
But you still missed a lot of games. I mean, if you combine the two, does it almost make a full season?
Which is actually a really big improvement from last year, but from the year before, because the year before he would play a game, and then miss a game, and then try to play a game, and then play like a little bit in that game, but then not really play. So those 11 games played was really like 6. Right. Like he really wasn't out there. He really wasn't even out there.
Yeah. But anyway, if we're going to use that standard on Christian Kirk, who by the way is no longer here, the best ability is availability. And look, I like Buster Brown. Yeah. I think Buster Brown is a pretty decent corner.
Well, I think the thing is, Travis Hunter is not starting at cornerback for us. So that's my thing. I'm fine, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, like, no, I don't disagree with you.
For me personally, I don't think Tyson. I don't think he's in trouble because when he's out there, he's the best corner we have when he's out there.
Well, according to the stats, Jarian Jones is the best corner we have.
Yeah, but Jarian Jones wasn't in there every down or outside every down. So you think about it, he wasn't on the field. He wasn't on the field as much. And when he was on the field, he really wasn't playing outside corner like that. So I mean, I like Jarian too, but Jarian was one of our best defensive backs last year. But I think Jarian could be the best corner, but we ain't seen him out there, play in, play out. We ain't seen him out there.
Okay.
So I can't.
I give you that. No, I give you that.
So I can't give it to him yet. And to me, it makes more sense. To me, it just doesn't make sense for Travis Hunter to be our starting corner because what are we doing? Because now what are we doing?
No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when you want him on the field, like he could potentially, if he's really good, if he's really good, because they're gonna give him. They already said they're gonna give him, a majority of his packages on off. The majority of his focus is going to be on offense, and then they're going to give him defensive packages. We suggested probably dime. You know what I'm saying? That way you're guaranteed to play on defense, but that's just not a package that they're running every single down.
Yeah.
But if they see like, damn, he really is.
But he is a defense. He's like a defensive. He's like on balance. You have a defensive stopper. So yes, he's going to play in more. He's going to play more than in just dime. He's going to play. I think he's going to play some safety. I think he's going to be like you move him around Tyrann Mathieu style. When he's in there for a specific reason. I feel like because it's just how I'm saying. Because the other way around, which I'm saying, I know that's not what you're saying, but the other way around, if you're in there for a specific reason on offense. You're just kind of tipping your head.
Right? No, that's not. But I didn't say. I'm saying.
So I prefaced it. I know you're not saying this, but a lot of people. But there's other people that are watching that they're thinking he should be the corner and get some plays on offense, but that's giving up all of your element of surprise on offense.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
Which it might not matter because you have BTJ.
Right.
But he definitely could win. I mean. If he gets enough interceptions, he can win offensive and defensive rookie player of the year. Yes, Duval.
Yeah.
But he's gonna have to get the interceptions because I don't know if he's gonna play enough on defense to warrant it unless he's getting turnovers.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think it's going to be an easier time getting offensive rookie of the year than it is to get defensive rookie of the year, personally.
But honestly, he might be able to get offensive rookie of the year based on having pretty good success on defense. Because they just might be looking at it like, bro, this kid is playing 100 snaps a game. Like, what the hell is going on? He might be the MVP.
Oh, has that ever been done? A rookie be the MVP?
He'll get the hat trick, offensive and defensive rookie of the year, and the MVP is crazy.
That's crazy. But really, if you think about it, you would, if he got offensive and defensive rookie of the year, you would have to give him. Who else is more valuable than him?
Yeah, he would have to be in the running for MVP.
He'd have to be. And listen, he'd have to win it. If you give him those other two, if you're saying this was the best offensive rookie, best
don't let us be winning. Don't let us win 10. Don't let us win 11, 12. Yeah, boy.
Ooh, that's another show.
Mm-hmm.
That's another show right there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I was just thinking like he might be able to push Tyson.
Yeah.
And that new contract you just got may not be safe.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody that we know isn't safe after this year.
Boy, Big Devin
Lloyd. Team announced that they are declining. Yeah. He swiped decline.
Ain't nothing there.
Declining his 5th-year option, which I think is good. Me personally, I think it's good. I think especially if you're gonna play a new position.
Yeah.
I think you get to show yourself brand new to this new regime, and it's almost like taking a bet on yourself. And
I would say, he's not. I mean, the team is making him bet on himself.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, hey, it's either you're gonna figure it out, because right now, like I said, we're speculating that he probably may be moving to a line edge position.
Right.
And I hope he does. He's a really, really, really good athlete. But yeah, it's gonna be tough for him, bro. I'm not upset, or I think both of us expected them to decline the 5th-year option.
Yeah, especially when they already picked up Trayvon's. That spoke volumes to me, because with Trevor, when they announced that they picked up Trevor's 5th year, they announced they picked up Travis Etienne's 5th year. They announced it at the same time. Well, those two guys were first-round picks together. Go to the next year, Trayvon Walker and Devin Lloyd are first-round picks together, and you only announced Trayvon.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we had a feeling that Josh says AR and Cam may throw touchdowns to Hunter, not just Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, CJ too. CJ too. CJ's probably gonna throw some touchdowns to T Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so I said this to you off the air, but bro, I love hearing James Gladstone talk, right? Like, I love hearing him talk, but that shit, you're the one we've been hunting up.
Yeah, we've been hunting up. Got our guy. You see him? He's strong. He can do everything. He's so versatile. He can bust up a shiffer roll. Oh, he can.
Bro, I thought it was Django or something there for a second. We were hunting up.
He can either bust up a shiffer roll.
Hey, you hunting Nick? You hunting Nick?
Or he can ask what's the driveway. He can do it all. It's nigga man.
Oh my.
You get 2 niggas for 1. What?
You are now in the mix with the man and Teal.
Oh my God. Not 2 and 1. That's crazy. All right, man. Well, look, we're gonna get our first look at the rookies. Mother's Day weekend.
Yes.
Mother's Day, and I had to ask because Demetrius Harvey, shout out to Demetrius Harvey, tweeted it. That was where I saw it first, and I was like, "Yo, is it always on Mother's Day? Like, is it always like Mother's Day weekend?" Oh, shout out to Travis D. Holmes, Big Cat Country, Duval Dive. He's got the whole schedule up here. Rookie Minute Camp, May 9th through 11th, so Mother's Day weekend. OTAs then start a week later, May 19th. The 21st through 22nd, May 27th, May 29th through the 30th, and June 2nd through the 5th. Then they get a week off, and they're back to mandatory mini camp June 10th through the 12th. And then what? And then it's like just like 3 weeks, 4 weeks till training camp.
Or 6, is it? I think it's 6 weeks.
Well, it's June. It's mandatory mini camp.
It's June.
June 10th through the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 weeks. If it's 4 weeks, it puts you into
July 10th.
Yeah, give or take.
Probably like the 8th. I thought it was 6 weeks because they were like, "This is the longest 6 weeks," or however many days. Because I'm thinking 6 weeks is what? It's a month and a half.
Yeah.
June, July, they get their August training camp. Yeah, August training camp.
Well, I know training camp is definitely in July because don't they get those like it's like 2 weeks off before preseason? Mm-hmm. It's like a week and a half off. I don't know. I should probably pay better attention to those things, especially like we go to training camp and stuff.
Bro, that shit some of that shit just kind of be arbitrary, bro. We just nobody going in and out. That's all it is, bro.
Hit up some of these comments real quick, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Josh says it's funny how Hunter kept calling Gladstone and Tony Khan coach on the draft card. Yeah,
everybody's coach though, bro.
Everybody's coach.
And he's not really looking at anybody. He's on the phone. There's a lot of shit going on. So I wasn't tripping. Like I heard it when it was going on. I was like, oh, but I said I don't care. Everybody's coach. I can learn something. You're all my
right.
Maybe I want to be a GM one day.
Yeah,
I want to do something. Everybody's coach. Even Mr. Shah Khan coach. You the billionaire. You are the coach.
Yeah,
you the biggest coach in this building. You putting all this shit together.
Yeah. Devin said, "Did you hear Travis say he can play QB too?" Yeah, I certainly did, and I heard him say he's a lefty.
They spinning that shit.
Yeah, hey, bro, he was though for real.
He that's old man. He got a little zip on it.
hey, him and Liam too.
Then hold on, Liam was like, okay, hold on, let me.
Yeah, yeah.
Throwing some zingers.
Yeah, man. Hey, if y'all haven't read it, check out Mike Silver's article on. It just basically chronicles Liam Cohen becoming a. Well, no, I'm sorry, he had to take that part out. It just James Gladstone and like leading up to the draft and being in the draft room. It was a good read. Well, technically, I didn't read it. Ken read it to me because I was driving. And yeah. So shout out to Agent K. He read me the article. Fire. It was fire. Like the transparency that it gives you. You know, it was like there was one part where they had two players that they wanted. Now, later on, these players would come off the board. One of them being RJ Harvey. But they like came to an impasse and they couldn't think of they couldn't agree on what they wanted. And they say that James Gladstone grabbed the football and said, "Hey man, let's throw a couple." And him and Liam like just went to the side of the room and they just started throwing the football back and forth to each other. And then eventually it allowed them to like create a dialogue to come up with the plan how they wanted to attack it. Like I just thought that was so cool, like the little intricacies of it. Bro, I found out Shah Khan has a daughter.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. It was just there was a lot of stuff in his article that he tells you that like I'm sure there's going to be something in there and you're like, damn, I didn't even know that, or I didn't.
I didn't read it. I heard about. I knew that there was an article out about it, like about what's his name, his experience in the draft room.
Yeah,
but I just didn't read it.
Yeah, Michael Silver.
I'm gonna check it out.
Y'all check it out, man. He said he could throw it 70 yards. Yeah, bro, I believe him. That touchdown he ran in that you showed me, that was supposed to be that was supposed to be a trick play where he threw the ball and the protection broke down and he just like scrambled and he ran it in for a touchdown.
I do want to watch. I'm gonna show them this. It's only a couple minutes, so I'll play it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kanani Stevens, you know what I'm saying, with the Jaguars.
Yes, man. She's been doing her thing, man.
She's the GOAT, bro.
Yes.
Already, bro. Already.
100%.
She done came in, her fine ass done came in and took over and then turned up our motherfucking shit, bro.
Yeah.
Travis, I guess I'll start out with welcome to Jacksonville. Welcome home. This is your new home. We saw the excitement when you got picked, ran down the tunnel. What did it mean to you to get that call, hear your name called, and to be coming to Jacksonville?
It was a blessing. You know, it worked all full circle. I came back home, be able to play my first college game was in Florida, and now my first NFL game is going to be, you know, for a team from Florida if it's not home. But it's also a blessing, you know, be able to do it for my family and have my little brother there to see his big brother, you know, walk across the stage and do everything that he's dreamed of. So he know he can do it next.
Absolutely. We were all kind of surprised, obviously, the team had to trade up to get you, but you kind of had a little idea beforehand. Did you think you might end up in Jacksonville?
I mean, I was doing a little house searching on Zillow. That's probably the only idea that I had, but no, I really didn't, you know, I didn't really have an idea, you know.
Hello. Hey, Travis, this is James Gladstone with the Jacksonville Jaguars. How you doing?
How you doing, Coach?
You know what? Go ahead and take a moment to soak this one in. We're trading up in the draft. We're moving from pick 5 to pick 2, and we're doing it because you're the one we've been hunting up.
Yes, sir. That's the best decision.
The coaching staff here, the front office, they obviously wanted to go and get you. There's a new regime here coming in as well, and they've kind of described you as a player that obviously you can be transcendental in the fact that you're going to play offense and defense. Is that something that was like a deal breaker for you? Where you're like, I really want to do this when I go to the NFL?
I mean, it wasn't no deal breaker, but you know, I was really hoping, you know, the organization that picked me will let me be myself and go out there and just ball out.
Knowing you were going to get drafted this year, I'm sure you were following different teams. Did you follow Jacksonville at all? And what did you see from some of your future teammates?
I definitely followed Jacksonville a lot because I love, you know, Brian Thomas. You know, I felt like he was a slept-on receiver, so I watched a lot of him, you know, and I know of Trevor Lawrence, so I definitely watched a lot of Trevor Lawrence. But yeah, I definitely watched my boy Jan Jones. You know, he plays here on the defensive side of the ball, so yeah.
What do you think about matching up and being on the opposite side of Brian Thomas? What kind of duo will that be?
Couldn't tell you. I just got to go out there and do my job. I know he's going to do his job, so hopefully it's the best duo.
I love his answers, dog.
You're pretty comfortable doing things that maybe people don't expect, right? You were the first 5-star recruit to
Humble
go to FBS school. You went to Jackson State and then transferring to Colorado with Coach Prime. What makes you bet on yourself like that? Where does that confidence come from?
Just being able to prove myself right and also being able to open doors for my family. You know, my younger siblings, you know, they might not have the same opportunity as me, so being able to open those doors for them means a lot to me.
Back to second down. It's a huge loss for Kansas. Here comes Wheeler on a blitz. Sanders down the field and a wide open runner.
Just duck on him over.
Nobody near him.
Coach Prime was the coach that said, I'm going to give you that opportunity to play on both sides of the football. It's not something, I'm sure, I don't know if any other schools were going to let you do that. What was that experience like, and what is it like playing for him?
It's a blessing to be able to play for him. You know, it got me this far, and I also was able to, win a Heisman Trophy and win
That's
a lot
it right there.
more
That's
awards.
that was
on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive
pass.
side of the ball. You know, he let me go out there and just do my thing. So he let me be able to be myself, and that got me in a good place. So I was happy to, make that decision to go play for him.
I'm not going to ask you which position you prefer because I don't think you would answer, but what does, if wide receiver face off against cornerback of you, who's going to win?
I couldn't tell you. You know, I think just Travis Hunter will win. So
Travis Hunter win? One side or the other?
yeah.
We've seen what you've done in college. What can Jaguar fans expect to see from you when you take the field here?
Just me being myself and having fun. You know, and they're gonna love me. You know, I'm gonna just go out there and just do my thing as best I could.
Have you set up a fishing trip yet?
No, but I might go fishing tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah,
Yep.
I might go fishing Saturday,
Long time no
Sunday,
see, dog.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I love it. Welcome to Duval.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna say this because she butchered the question, and I'm mad because the question came from T-Wig. Now, you know, my problem with T-Wig is that like he just be on the bullshit. Like he gives opinion pieces, not all the time, but I feel like, you know how I feel. It's like when you're talking to people and you're trying to inform them of this team, about the city, you know, like, bro, don't give them bullshit. Like, tell them how it really is. And sometimes he goes into his bullshit. And so like I don't agree with T-Wig a lot of times. He does have some good takes, but I was mad because I was like, damn, he asked him a really good question. And what made the question good was the fact that the way Travis Hunter answered, and before it was like a setup. They had asked him, you know, like they ended up having to ask him what's his favorite, you know, class that he ever took. And he was like, well, I didn't really have a favorite class. Okay, well, what was your favorite subject in school? And he said math. He's like, man, I'm really good at math.
Okay, so that's what Duval, Big Duval was talking about. The math changer or whatever he was saying.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess. But that was still a weird way to say it. But anyway, but yeah, so he's like, yeah, I'm really good at math. And then T-Wig asked him, basically, it's 3rd and 7. Travis Hunter, the wide receiver, is lined up against Travis Hunter, the corner, and you know the ball's coming your way. You got to win. Minute left on the clock. Got to pick up this first down.
Who's coming down?
Who gets the ball? Or who comes down with the ball? And Travis Hunter, like, instantly says, Travis Hunter. Like, he makes a face like, Travis Hunter. Like, what do you mean? And everybody's just like, oh, like, the confidence and, like, how fast he said it. It's like, look, the only logical answer is me, because if I'm out there, I'm going to make the play.
I'm going to make the play.
I'm going to make the play. So I give you your flowers. I give you a shout out, T-Wig. Check him out on Locked On Jaguars. You know, and that pains me to do that. That really does. But it was good. It was. I'm not gonna hate on you for a good question, bro. You feel me? That was awesome. But Travis made it more awesome with his answer. And but yeah, man, check him out. Locked On Jaguar. If you don't already listen to him, at Shop Talk Wig on X. But yeah, so she kind of like ripped that question from him, and she did it badly. So that's why I felt like, okay, give the man his props for who really asked that question. I mean, and look, to be honest, like, shout out to him just because he had access to be at that introductory press conference. Like, he was in the building for that, right? That's something that we dream of being able to do one day. You know, is like we get access to the training camps. We get like a little more access than normal. Like when the stadium was closed down, we were like some of the few people that got into Episcopal to see them to practice. You know what I'm saying? Like so we do have our things, but like he gets to go to these things when they're on the Zoom. He can like be on the Zoom and ask a question. So, he's got to be pretty good at his job to get that kind of thing. Just a lot of times I don't agree with the brother, but anyway, so that was the question. Now my question to you, Jay, is looking at just thinking about the blue chip players we have, right? I'm gonna automatically say Trevor Lawrence, right? He's the franchise quarterback until he's not. He's the franchise quarterback until he's not. I'm gonna automatically say BTJ, right? I'm gonna say Josh Allen because of the contract, and I'm gonna say Trayvon Walker because I feel like he's getting another. You know what I'm saying? Like the signs are pointing towards he is going to get another contract. Could Travis Hunter, without playing it down, just coming in right now, hasn't proven anything? Would you add him to that list?
Yeah. He's gonna be on that list until he isn't.
Until he's not, right? Like Trevor's our franchise until he's not.
Yeah.
I think there was a question on here, and it was higher up in the comments. They asked, "Is Travis Hunter the face of the franchise?" And I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, and hopefully,
but he's the face that, like bruh said, that's bringing in other people. Lil Wayne's gonna be at games.
Bro, Lil Wayne, bro.
Kai Cenat
is gonna be, bro. That's his boy. Like, and it's Atlanta is not far. Like, and them boys take jets. Like, this shit don't be far. Like, these people are gonna be coming out to go see their, like, this is their guy, bro.
Yeah.
Like I told you, we absorbed an entire fan base.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Like, would you say that Travis Hunter is the way we absorb fans with Travis Hunter? Is it almost equivalent how Kansas City absorbed more fans with Taylor Swift?
Yeah. I mean, not as big, but it's
not as big, but like in concept, though, right?
Yeah. No, definitely in theory, it's definitely.
Yeah. So yes, he is the face of, or he will be the face. Will be the face of the franchise. Trevor Lawrence is technically the face of the franchise. So like I don't think it overshadows Trevor because we were already going to be more critical of Trevor this year, but now we got Travis Hunter, and we said this along. Look, if we get Travis Hunter, there's no more excuses. There's no more excuses. There's not, unless there's just obviously bad coaching. It's which I don't think it is. They are being too cohesive right now. And I think that this new regime is actually going to let the players showcase whether or not they can play.
Yeah.
And if you can play, you can stay. And if you can't, you heard them. They're hunting them up.
Yeah.
They're hunting them up, dog. That's it. So, I would agree with you. Until he's not, he is automatically, what's it called? Godfathered in to blue chip status.
Yeah. The investment alone is you're in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what else is in there? This time.
Yeah.
And that time that's your host, the cannabis analyst, Agent J. And you're rocking with your boy, J to the I to the M-B-O.
Oh.
We are out of here.